Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Joyce Ovoisi. So thank you for joining today. It's going to be an amazing vlog. And if you haven't watched my previous video on how we came to Canada, please check it out. I will also add a link to it in the description box. So today I'll be sharing with you things you can come with to Canada. There are things that the country does not allow. There are things like meat. Let me just use the word beef. You can't bring beef. You can't bring momo. Before I go ahead, I'd like to say this, that if a country says, don't bring this thing, as much as you can, please don't bring it. You don't want to be in a situation whereby you're scared. In fact, once you're entering the airport, you're scared because you know what you're carrying. So if a country says, don't bring in these things, I'm sure they have their reasons. Please adhere to it and don't bring it in. Some countries will say, don't bring in live beef. Some of us will still carry. Why? Is that beef you want to carry? Does it mean you have not eaten beef? Or if you don't eat beef for some days, something will happen? Please, when they say don't bring these things, don't bring them. Some countries will say don't bring in milk. Some countries will say don't bring in seasoning or anything that has to do with chicken. They all have their reasons. It could be to curb the spread of some diseases and all of that. It's also for your own good. So if they say don't bring these things, try as much as you can not to bring them. God has given us a huge variety of edible things that we can eat. First of all on my list is, please do not come with attachment. Some of us will say, when you're coming, attachment is cheap from back home. Bring a lot of attachment. Bring this, No. The only reason I would give you a thumbs up or encourage you to bring those hair extensions, especially the attachments, is if you have someone that when you braid her hair, she'll braid your own, a body like that. Or if you have, if you know someone that braids hair here already, maybe that has been here in Canada, or your relative or something, somebody that you can strike a deal with that would make your hair and you won't need to cry, then you can come with all the attachment, or you can braid your hair yourself. If you can braid your hair yourself, fantastic. Come with as much as you can. But don't forget, the more you bring, the more all eyes will be on you, because why do you have so much hair extensions? Are you coming to sell? You understand? So just come with some. When you need more, you can import from your home country. One of the reasons why I frowned at bringing in hair extensions, especially attachments, is it's here in Canada, one. Most braiders, most hairdressers sell. You understand? Yes, it's not the same thing from back home. Back home might be cheaper. In fact, from what I even see, back home is not even cheaper anymore. Should I say last 2 Christmas or some months back, last year, thereabout, attachment was like 2.5. Yes. And then all of a sudden, boom, it became 7,000 naira. So if you convert it, and even though I would suggest that you don't do all those conversions. So to avoid it, is either you buy here or you just buy your wigs. Just buy your wigs. I came with some wigs and I still intend to buy more wigs because I'm available to make my daughter's hair. I make good hair. I braid her hair. Any hair so far she has been keeping in Canada, I've been making her hair. And because I came with attachments, I came with hair extensions, I'm able to do it for her. And that's all. If you're bringing in those hair extensions, bear in mind that on the average, box braids, that's your normal braids, is around $200. For those of you that will not hear word and you will still want to convert, hold your heart when you're converting it, because $200 in Nigerian, I'm sorry, I'm using for those that are not Nigerians. You can convert to your currency, your country's currency, but because I'm from Nigeria, so I will always make reference to my home country. Sorry about that. Do that conversion in your heart and hold your heart. so that when you find out that you're going to spend just one hairstyle, you're going to spend over 200,000 naira to braid your hair. And some people will say, I will carry the hair for like 2 months, 3 months, so that my money will not waste. Auntie, please. By the 2nd month, your hair is already rough. Your hair is rough. And here, most times they use gel to make the hair, even though I don't like it, because by the time the hair is a couple of weeks old, it doesn't look nice. And the day I will be removing those braids, you understand, it will be hard to comb. Do you understand? For those of us that have tough hair, it will be very hard to comb. And I don't want to be combing my hair and seeing lots of hair pull out. So please come with wigs. Buy short wigs. Yes, like this. If you can afford it, please. If you can afford it, buy good hairs. Buy short hairs, buy long hairs, buy curly hairs, buy wavy hairs. Just buy hairs. So that even if you need to spend money, if you can't weave your hair like cornrows by yourself, if you can't weave your hair by yourself, when you go to hairdressers to weave your hair, you can clean them in between at every point in time. And even the braids that you will make for $100, if you see, the braids you make for $100 are not as you know, those very fine braids we make back home. Those thin little braids that's full. You don't nobody has that time to baby. She has been booked for like how many people in a day? So she will not spend that one day making just your own hair. Do you understand? So please come with your wigs. If you can come with crochets, that's fine, but make sure you come with a lot of wigs, so that when you weave your hair into cornrows, you just wear your wig and you're good to go. Another thing you should come with when coming to Canada. I'm specific about Canada because I'm here in Canada. Different things might apply to different people in different locations. But for me here in Canada, please come with red oil. Yes, red oil is that's our palm oil. It's really, really important. In fact, I did an unboxing in one of my previous videos. Please check it out. I imported red oil. I brought in red oil, 5-liter gallon, the yellow big one, 25 liters. We brought in that because I had watched a lot of vlogs. I have checked the prices and all of that. One thing you should know is Canada is a cold region. So no matter what you do, your red oil will congeal. Yes, it will sleep. I can't assure you that it will remain in that liquid form for a whole year. Even if your oil will last for 2 years, Canada is a cold region. There's nothing you can do about it. Then another thing again you should look at is your seasoning. Canada does not accept anything with chicken seasoning, any kind of seasoning that has to do with chicken. Even if you and I know that most of those cubes does not have an atom of chicken inside. It doesn't have. So, but it is written on the label chicken. To avoid ogonogoku, to avoid long explanation, to avoid ogonturenshi, just avoid bringing those things. You understand? And then when you come here, if you really love the chicken seasoning, you see a whole lot of brands here. The ones I brought Knorr, I brought Maggi Crayfish, I brought Knorr cubes. I brought a lot of seasoning. Another thing I need you to know is, as your cubes remain, you understand, it gets very, very tough, very, very tough for you to break. Very, very. Sometimes you need to use a hammer to break it. So what I did is, when mine came in, I blended them, especially those ones that came in cubes. I had to blend them in my blender. Make sure to bring any dried food, even if it's beans flour, elubo, that's yam flour, lafun, anything that will come, especially at that time when you're coming. There's this thing they'll tell you, if you're coming as a new immigrant, you have access to import things for free. That is only applicable to those people that will have time, that have the opportunity to go to NACO, except you go there yourself, fill the form, everything by yourself. But as far as you're using a shipping agent via air or sea, you understand, you don't have that access. You must pay for everything. It's not free. It's not free. So as much as you can bring while coming to Canada, try and bring them. Another option you can explore is bringing them via sea cargo. Mine took 6 months. To the glory of God, in everything I give God thanks. Mine took 6 months. Yours might not take 6 months. Yours might be just the regular 3 to 4 months, and you're good. I brought beans, flour. Most of these things, you understand, I process them myself. I'm someone that is very, very, really, really conscious of what I eat, what I give my family members to eat. Just go to the market, you see something that has already been grounded, and then you just buy it. I want to know what is inside. I really want to know what you've mixed, because a couple of videos I've watched has shown me that people can mix anything just to make money. Anything just to make money. I blended even my pepper myself. I'll blend it myself and do all the processing myself because I know what is inside. So now that my sea cargo items came in, I'm also glad. I'm also delighted to see, when you see something that you did by yourself, it gives a lot of joy. And I'm like, okay, these are the works of my hands. So I can imagine how God felt when he created everything and said it was good. Bring in all these things as much as you can. Another major thing you should bring is pots. Here in Canada, there are a lot of brands. There are non-stick pots. I personally like iron pots. I love them because what is cooking maybe jollof rice and it does not burn? It must burn. It has to burn. It must burn. So I need those kind of pots for me to make such sumptuous meals. And besides, those very fancy pots don't come in very big sizes. They are usually little pots. And I'm someone that cooks in large quantity. Yes, I love to cook in large quantity, especially for my family and for stocking. I love to stock food. So I feel uncomfortable when I need to cook with very little pots and frying pans. And I don't know about you, but here in Canada, pots are sold differently. Covers are sold differently. Pots are sold differently. Covers are sold differently. But back home, you can't sell pot without the covers. It's not possible. You understand? We buy it together. But here in Canada, the pot is separate and the cover is separate. So you pay for those two items separately. And the shape of those iron pots they have here is the long one. They are long like that, you understand? So they are not like the wide ones we were used to. So if you can come with the kind of pot you want, the one you like, if it's too heavy or seems too expensive for you to bring in via air cargo, you can send it through sea shipping. It will take some time, but it will eventually arrive, and that saves you a whole lot of money. Your winter gears. There's no need bringing your winter gears. Some of you will say, let's go to Yaba, Isale, Oshodi. It's very affordable to buy from those places, right? But would you get those specific jackets that meet those specific winter conditions? In case the snow and the winter gets to that point of -40, that jacket will cover you. But those ones back home, by the time you land, you see that first breeze that will blow you, depending on the period you're coming in. In fact, once that first breeze blows you, you will know that what you came with is not jacket. You came with singlets. You will see the difference. So you can just come with maybe a sweater or hoodie or something that will just cover you in the airplane or maybe at those different terminals and all of that. But for the main jacket, if you have someone here in Canada, they can help you buy. When they help you buy, they can bring it to the airport for you. And if you fortunately can find a -40, a -35 degree jacket, fantastic, you can come with it. But it is not common because most of the jackets that are sold in those markets back home are gotten from UK, where the cold is not really like that, as in that strong, like the ones we experience here in Canada. I haven't experienced it yet, but from all the vlogs and all the information I've received, I am looking forward to it because I am getting prepared for it. I don't like things taking me unawares. So I always love to plan ahead. I always love to do my best as much as I can, you understand, to be prepared ahead of time. So buy from here. And if you fortunately can find a jacket that will withstand such cold, great, fantastic, you can come with it. They told us back home while we're still in Nigeria that when you're coming, go and do your driver's abstract. Uncle and auntie, please don't waste your money. Don't waste your money. Yeah, that's your precious money. Don't waste it. Just forget about it. Come with your driver's license. The main, the main driver's license, just come with it. Because when you come here and you've paid some amount of money to get your driver's abstracts, nobody will collect it from you here in Canada. They prefer to get the information by themselves directly from the organization in your country. So don't bother spending that money. Some people say it's 50,000 or 80,000. It will take you weeks, and then just forget about it. When you come here, if there's going to be a need, they would prefer to collect all that information about your driving by themselves from your country. Some provinces here in Canada might accept it, but I'll better. The much I've seen, the much I know, you're just going to waste your money. You bring it out, I have this, I have that, but they will not collect it from you. They will not accept it. They will only just take your normal driver's license, get the information and everything, and then, so don't bother to waste your money on that abstract document. One of the things you should add to your luggage, bring medications for cold, for catarrh, for cough. I don't really see antibiotics so necessary, and to avoid the guys at the immigration and the port of entry preying on you understand, just bring those flu medications, cough, catarrh, as much as you can, and please get a doctor to prescribe whatever it is you're bringing in, so that you have a document to show that, okay, this, you're not just bringing them to sell, or you're not just bringing them or hiding things on that, but this is what it is. So bring those medications. Here we have Tylenol, that's our paracetamol from back home, and we have all those ones. I came with some medications. Please don't write DRUG on it. Don't write that, please. Just write medications, so that you don't have anybody raising eyebrows and wondering what are you carrying, and so that you don't even cause yourself any form of delay at the airport. So come with those ones for your children. If you have an explanation to what I'm about to say, please feel free to put it in the comment section. I'm still learning, and I like to learn. I noticed that when we landed, I noticed that in the morning, one of us had blood from the nose. It lasted for like a day or two thereabout, and yeah, it stopped. So it's not easy traveling with children. I saw some families when we're coming that had especially toddlers. They'll be all over the place. They'll be restless when the flight is taking off, when it's landing down, all that discomfort. You really need to make them as comfortable as possible. So bring snacks. I packed snacks in my bag. Everyone's backpack had plantain chips, had chin-chin, had potato chips, just name it. Even had our regular cookies. We came with snacks, because I don't know what will be served in flight. I don't know the kind of food, and thank God I came with those snacks. It was. I really don't know how I would have been able to concentrate. At some point, when we entered one of the flights, we entered, brought some kind of things that, what is this? What is this? Come with snacks, and make sure to pack them in transparent packs, so that you don't make anybody start to suspect you for something you're not even carrying. So please make sure to come with snacks for yourself or for your children, or just bring snacks as much as you can. And in all of these things you're carrying, as we go, I would still look at more things that you can bring, and some things you shouldn't even bother to bring. Yes, one last thing, milk. There's a whole variety of milk here. Even the evaporated milk that we're used to back home is here. Even the powdered milk is still here. Though their own kind of milk is more liquidy, you understand? So if you like that kind of milk, you still find it here. So when I buy both evaporated milk and the other liquid milk. Thank you so much for sitting back to watch this vlog. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please feel free to subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, leave your comments, feel free to ask me questions. I'll definitely respond to you. If you're not following me on Facebook, please follow me on Facebook at Joyce Obuesi, Obuesi. Now also follow me on Instagram at Joyce. I'll be happy to always read from you. Definitely you'll get my response as soon as possible. Thanks for watching. Bye.